Today we're going to be testing out viral candy bar recipes. Will we be able to turn them keto? Stay tuned to find out. The two favorite candy bars that come to mind for us are Twix and Snickers. So what is a Twix? So according to Wikipedia, Twix is a caramel shortbread chocolate bar made by Mars Inc., consisting of a biscuit applied with other confectionery toppings and coatings, most frequently caramel and milk and chocolate. Twix are packaged with 1, 2, or 4 bars in a wrapper. We're just going to be making one, and there's not going to be a wrapper.
Are you a left Twix or a right Twix?
I'm an equal Twix person. I don't think that there's a difference.
You have to pick. No, you have to pick. That's
right.
The fun in it. I'm a left.
Really? We came across a recipe on TikTok that really caught our eye and inspired this whole video. A creator called Matthew Merrill made homemade Twix bars, and they are not keto, but with a little tweak, we're gonna make them keto. So what is the anatomy of a Twix? You have layers, right? The first layer is a shortbread cookie. The second layer is caramel. And then it is encapsulated in chocolate. So to get that shortbread cookie layer of a Twix bar, we're gonna use the recipe by Wholesome Yum. Sarah and I have used this recipe in the past to make keto-friendly lemon bars, and they turn out really, really good. We are just going to be using the crust from that recipe and turning it into a Twix. We're gonna leave a link to her recipe in the description below, since it's not our recipe. But you're gonna be needing almond flour, granulated sweetener. She uses a monk fruit allulose blend. We're just gonna be using allulose for this recipe. She uses coconut oil, but she did say in the recipe that you could sub out for butter, so we're gonna be using butter. You're going to need a little bit of salt, 1 egg, and some vanilla. To make the crust, I'm gonna combine the almond flour, sweetener, and sea salt in a large mixing bowl. I'm going to then add in the butter, the egg, and the vanilla, and then we're going to press it together. It should be very crumbly, which is what we're looking for. So here you can see our dough. It's very crumbly. It's not too wet. We're gonna press this into the bottom of our pan that's lined with parchment paper, and then we're gonna put it into the oven at 350 degrees for 13 to 17 minutes, and we're gonna check on it. So our shortbread layer looks good. We're gonna let this cool down, and then we're gonna talk about the caramel layer and the chocolate layer of our Twix bars. So we need our next layer, and that's caramel. And we have made caramel before on this channel. We thought we might take a shortcut and try this enlightened caramel sauce because it's a hack, it's a shortcut. We've never tried this product before, but we do like enlightened ice cream and whatnot, and this has 0 grams of added sugar, and it's 1 net carb per serving. We're gonna brush a thin layer onto our shortbread cookie, and we're gonna stick it in the freezer, and hopefully it freezes enough so that we can cut it, and then we're gonna get to dipping it in chocolate. Into the freezer she goes. We're gonna try to do like 10 or 15 minutes maybe. So the next candy bar that we used to eat all the time growing up was a Snickers. A Snickers is a chocolate bar made by the Mars Company. It consists of a nougat topped with caramel and peanuts that has been enrobed in milk chocolate. So the recipe that we're going to be gaining inspiration from is actually from TikTok. It's by Foodie Beats. So she takes a rice cake and she puts it on a bamboo skewer. She takes the rice cake and she dips it into some peanut butter, takes some peanuts and puts it on there, and then she dips the entire thing in chocolate. We're going to be trying to make this keto by using some Lily's chocolate chips and some no sugar added peanut butter. For the rice cake element, we actually found these Deli Pop rice cakes. They only have 15 calories a piece and 2 grams of carbs for each rice cake. All right, so we have our bamboo skewer. We're going to just gently insert it into the rice cake and hope for the best. It's cracking a touch. I think we wanted to get about halfway. Whatever feels secure. Oh yeah. There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna skewer the rest of our rice cakes and we'll move on to the next step. Is it those people at the airport when they're like bringing the planes in? So we put our peanut butter into a bowl and it was really thick, and we figured out that we need to put it in the microwave in order to get it to be thinner. So that's what we did. We microwaved it for about 45 seconds and now it's a nice runny consistency. So here are our rice cakes. We're gonna put them in the refrigerator to set up for like 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, it looks kind of like flan, but... So as Emily is cutting up her shortbread cookies, she is slowly starting to realize that her Twix bars are not turning out the way that she wanted. We're gonna melt our Lily's chocolate chips. These are the milk chocolate kind. We're gonna do it about 30 to 45 second intervals until it's completely melted. Just be careful not to leave them in too long because they can burn. And as you can see, Emily starts slowly progressing into madness as she continues to coat these things in chocolate.
It looks like doo-doo. These are rustic. They're a little bit homemade, organic. You don't want them to look like they came from the factory. You want them to look like they were made with love. Emily's love.
I have no love in my heart right now for this recipe.
Here we go. Wow.
It's that factory finish for you.
Everything okay?
No.
I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of this avocado oil just to thin out our chocolate a little bit. In the video, the chocolate looks really thin, and that's what I'm trying to go for. So hopefully this isn't a total fail like everything else in this video.
Oh man.
Okay, let's just try to put caramel on this one and then pour it over.
Okay. There. Okay.
It. And
Okay. Well, just let it set and then do the other side, right? That's why she dunked it.
I'm not going to be opening my own Etsy store with these, so don't worry, people. So one and done. This is a big old thing. That's not too bad. It's going well.
They look like turds.
We don't really deal with chocolate all the time. I think that chocolate is a temperamental beast, and today it was having an attitude problem. We had issues with consistency, we had issues with things cooling and drying and setting up. Ideally, we would have put these into the fridge for multiple hours, but I think Emily wants to drive away and never come back after today, so
I feel like they make it look easy and they make it look pretty straightforward. I drove here today and I said, this is not going to take a long time. And whenever I say that, I curse us. A lot of times you look at TikToks and they just show you the end result. They don't show the pain. It's a web of lies. Anyway, so let's start off with my Twix that looks like a turd. It just, it's stuck. It's stuck.
well, we should have put some parchment paper down because it's sticking to the grates.
Get off of there. I'm going to eat this.
It tastes like a Snickers. It does not taste like a Twix. To me, it tastes like a Snickers.
Yeah, it's not bad though.
No, it's not bad. If it had more time to set up, I think it would be decent.
I don't think that the shortbread gives you that dry, flaky shortbread cookie. You might be better off just buying pre-made keto cookies. It might even be better on a chaffle. I'm expecting like a crunch, and I didn't get it. It's like Snickers. It's good. It's not what we wanted though.
Be careful with
Look at this thing. Look at this thing. So here's Sarah's.
This
Looks
is
like
ours.
a cursed candy
I'm
apple.
gonna call it ours because I do not take full responsibility for this thing. It's definitely sliding around on the stick, which is unfortunate. It also needs probably 5 more hours to set up.
It's really heavy too. Now this reminds me of a Twix. This is the Twix. And this is the
Snickers.
I quit. It's too rich for me. It's good, but maybe it's like me a couple years ago good. Like right now I feel like I can only have a couple more bites of this. It's too much for me, but this is giving me the Twix vibe. Suffice to say, Sarah and I won't be opening up a chocolate factory anytime soon.
But we just love to experiment on our channel. We love trying out this stuff because sometimes they make it seem like it's really easy when it's not. We're saving you that hassle trying to figure it out. We will leave a link to everything that we used in this video in the description below if you guys want to check it out.
If you want to see the video where Sarah and I tried to recreate Princess Diana's favorite dessert, you can click right here and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah, and we are the Keto Twins, signing out.